Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Wednesday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Log Horizon. So, last episode was kind of shit. We hung out with the shitty poo babbies the entire time, and Rudy is, I guess, maybe an NPC, I don't know. And fishmen are attacking, and Shiro and Ikatsuki are off doing stuff that's, way more interesting, but we don't get to hang out with them. So, yeah, that's a big yeet right there, my boy. That's a big fucking yeet right there. Oh, boy. But yeah, fishmen are attacking. We gotta figure out what's going on with that and fight them off, because fishmen not supposed to do that, apparently. Oh, boy. Yeah, I got nothing. Last episode was literally just fucking dog shit. So let's just go in and hope this one's better, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh no. You really shouldn't be talking about fisting in public. I can't get aggro on this many. A pug with teamwork? That's the most unrealistic thing. Oh my god, that thing had a poly count of 2. What the fuck? There's bad CG and then there's that. You could see the fucking tries on that thing. Holy shit. Holy fuck, that was fresh out the fucking PS1, dog. Shit. I'm out of juice. Goddamn. Oh. I'm not the only one who saw that, right? That was straight up, going back to the fucking PS1. That was going back to PS1. Right there. Fuck, half expect to see Lara Croft's big old triangle titties coming out. How did that get past anyone? Does no one watch these to make sure they're, that shit's good? Ugh. Man. I mean, if we've got, more hanging out with the Crescent Boys, Crescent Moon Alliance, and, seeing what they're doing, and I guess I can handle that. I really don't really care all that much about them, because they're basically mid-range players. Oh man, I just realized, is Rudy fucking dying right there? Holy damn. So I guess this ends with Rudy dying. Thanks, Log Horizon, you just did the cardinal sin, already when I'm a little bit sour on you after the last episode. I realize you committed a cardinal sin. The goblins and the fishermen are banding together. Return of the Goblin King. Oh shit. Someone call Goblin Slayer, for fuck's sake. It's almost as if goblins are about. So, is this happening just everywhere? Oh, they dead. They all dead. I didn't add them to my friends list so they couldn't stalk me. They were belligerent and numerous. So not only are the NPCs organizing into governments, the monsters are too. Neat. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what I get for streaming for 4 hours, before doing this. They get like a little message. Trial accounts cannot send direct messages. Please try again later. Blue goblins? Wait. They're you can't call that a blue goblin. They're fishmen. Some fucking bullshit right there, man. That's some fucking bullshit. The pun! And? You literally have all the time in the world. You're not aging as far as I can tell. But what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Like, do they not have a fucking party chat that goes long distance? Nah. God, that fucking, like, cat girl with the big fluffy hair. That's goddamn adorable. Oh, it's just an event, huh? It's just a fucking in-game event that just happens. Well done, anime, well done. And if they don't, the goblins fuck everything up. Amazing that none of these players are aware of this event and didn't bother, like, you know, working. And yet nobody thought to check to see if that was going to still be happening. Everything else in this fucking game is working. You didn't think to even send someone out to check to see if in-game events are happening. Fucking idiots. Well, yeah, because new expansions. That means level cap's higher. Well, seeing as you guys haven't been killing goblins, you've been killing boars. Probably quite fucking high. Oh, boy. Fuck them. Knights of Izumo? What? What? Oh, so it's basically just NPCs that happen during story content that can't die because they've got stats pumped to shit by the devs. It's like Tyrion Fordring during ICC. He's got fucking several shit million health. God, it was so fucking weird in Cataclysm when, like, you just hit level 85 and it's like, oh, I have 1.2 million health now. Like, going up from, like, 500,000 at the end of Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, he's too busy trying to stop the death of everything, dum-dums. I was expecting him to come here and, you know, defile that pure flower of yours, if you know what I'm saying. You know, get you married off and get that dowry. I mean, if he dies, there needs to be something. Like, if he dies, the crown has to continue. Like, Grandpa's not gonna be able to do shit by himself. He might just have a fucking heart attack on his way out. Oh, that's a cool little chibi Shiro. People have died. I mean, yeah, it's more of an irritation than anything, but... there's the exact same fucking characterization between her and Minori. God fucking damn it. We completely ignored the event that is really poorly designed and makes the game 10 times harder for everybody who is incapable of doing it. If anything, it's the developer's fault. Like, straight up, that kind of event, that's fucked. Every single, like, week. I mean, let's just assume it happens, like, every couple months, right? Every couple months, every high-level adventurer needs to... Oh god, that looks awful. Every high-level adventurer needs to drop what they're doing and hunt down this Goblin King. And if they don't, every single low-level adventurer just gets fucked by goblins. Like, that's just kind of a really shitty game design. Like, you know, like, make it a phased event at the very least. Like, holy dicks. Or worse yet, make it so that, like, it's clearly marked. Like, the goblins won't go out of a certain area of territory, you know? Don't make something that makes lives harder for every player, because, like, the higher level ones were too fucking lazy. Oh no! They're all gonna die. They're gonna roll in, steal the food, steal the women, and go from there. Natsu just puts on the fucking horn, like a helmet with one horn and one broken horn. Alright, let's go! The only good goblin is a dead goblin, so let's make some good goblins! Just, just fucking splice in the first episode of Goblin Slayer. Just splice it in. You are literally like fucking 4 feet tall. Them kids gon' die. They got less deaths than anyone else. They got fewer memories to lose. Ah, power gamer. Doesn't just do events because they're fun. Sojiro's coming to tell them about coffee. Neat. It's a good thing they had that Persona 5 crossover event going when the apocalypse happened. Yeah, there you go. Could be the nobles don't give a shit. I mean, we know they do give a shit, but still, it'd be neat. I mean, to be fair, nobles don't come, like, fucking NPCs don't come to you with quests. You gotta go to the exclamation points over their heads. So y'all best hope you don't keep dying. So how many times each of y'all died? How much of each of y'all died? We're gonna have to test it, so go ahead. Grab the most expendable members of your guild and just start stabbing. See what happens. Oh, Dip. Oh, Dip. Krusty's even like, yeah, no. Oh, so they were just PKing each other. So they were just fucking PKing each other and just, oh no. Oh shit. So that's why he's latching onto the princess. So that's why he's latched onto the princess, so she reminds him of his little sister. Oh shit. So how many times did Minori and fucking little shitter die? Like how many memories have they lost? Now what happens if you lose memories of the old world? Do you stop resurrecting? Yeah, just don't get killed, forehead. Just don't die. Just don't get shot. Easy as that. Oh boy. Man, that chest piece of hers is really dumb. It looks like the front of a fucking car she's just ripped off. Yeah, fuck them. Dumbass NPCs. Hey, the NPC's going. Awesome. The NPC wants to head out. These kids gonna die. These kids gonna fucking die. We're gonna do the dumbest thing possible. We're gonna stand against an entire goblin army instead of helping this relatively small village evacuate in time. Oh my fucking god. These dumbass fucking kids. Too late! Village burned down! While you were talking, they burned everything to a crisp. Goblin. He just really hates that dolly, huh? Oh no, that little girl's fucking dead! What loot did she drop? Oh hey, he's using spells other than Fireball still. What loot did the little girl drop though? What's the stats on that dolly? You didn't become adventurers, you got abducted into a fucking different world. You got fucking isekai'd against your will, chief. Fighting fucking, this must animate. Like, he's just shitty anime, just all in one, huh? She gonna cast a big shield spell? We don't protect them, we kill them ourselves, make it fast. Please give us permission to do the dumb thing. Make your own mistakes. It's not like death has any consequences. Meanwhile, Shiro's over in the fucking castle fucking screaming. Roll initiative! Goblin Slayer, just his eye lights up. Real shit! Oh. Still too much little shit kids for my taste. Oh boy, I mean, at the very least, Shiro's told them, at least he's told the guys in charge about the memory loss thing, and we have a little bit of a concept of, how much memory is lost with each death. That's neat. I am curious as to, if they run out of memories of the old world, do they just become NPCs? Do they lose the ability to reincarnate? I'm actually curious on that one, you know? And if that's the case, if they do lose all their things, do they just, I don't know, because their memories of the old world give context to the memories that they created when they first came to the new world. Or when they run out of old world memories, do they start losing new world memories? You know, there's at that point it just becomes a matter of you got to gain more experience and make more memories to increase your amount of resurrections. You know, it's like overflowing your score in a fucking old arcade game. Get 100 points, 101 points is new life. Is she gonna lazy cowardly princess? What, is she gonna fucking bust out a Morning Star and be like, all right, I'ma smack some bitches? Like, is she just gonna start going for it? Oh boy, but okay, so this oh boy, so this episode just so I'm still not a big fan of the shit kids. It's annoying. I hate them so goddamn much. It's too much of them. Um the beach thing just seems like it just resolved itself. That's kind of weird. Um I'm a little annoyed that despite the fact that everything else in the new world seems to work exactly the same as it did in the game, not a single person thought, hey, isn't it about time for the Goblin King event? Like, should we be worrying about that? Like, nobody thought to look into it? Like, not even, like, go out and do the event. Just go and check and see if it was happening. You know? Like, that's... I don't know, that feels really short-sighted for, like, how Shiro functions. And I get he's been distracted, but, like, I don't know, it feels out of place. It feels like the writer went, okay, I need a conflict. What do? Oh, I know, an event everyone ignored. Kind of silly. And then, from a pure game design perspective, it's kind of a shitty event. Like, to loop it back to, like, the lowest common denominator thing, I'd say that this is kind of like a combination of the Scourge and Legion invasions during the launch of Naxxramas, Wrath of the Lich King, and Legion, respectively, combined with the elemental incursions of Cataclysm. But the difference being is the elemental incursions, they were really just nothing. They scaled to the... They scaled to the fucking... actually, no, it's not the elemental incursions. The elemental incursions weren't nothing like this, actually, now I think about it. I'm just trying to remember. God, like, Cataclysm was such a nothing fucking expansion. Even the pre-launch event was fucking shitty. It's the fucking Orgrimmar Uprising event. Like, so the way that Legion and Scourge invasions happened was a region would have a boss spawn, and that boss would start spawning demons or undead depending on the type of invasion, you know, what expansion it was. And it would send out a message, like, on the map. It's like, hey, this area is being invaded. Oh! So high-level players would fly over, they would fight the invasion, and they'd solve it, they'd kill the boss, they'd get loot, the end. But that was entirely limited to that area. If an invasion was happening in Westfall, it was in Westfall. It wasn't even in the entirety of Westfall. It was usually around Sentinel Hill, or the Dead Mines, or, you know, a place that's like... There's gonna be traffic, but you can very easily avoid it. And that seems to me kind of what, like, the goblin coronation is. You know, it's like, hey, there's a goblin being coronated. Oh, you gotta go kill him. Oh, man. This entire area is gonna be full of goblins. But if you don't kill him in time for the coronation to end, it turns into the Orgrimmar Uprising event, which was the entirety of the Barrens was taken over by Garrosh Hellscream's horde, which was basically the evil horde, and then the horde in the Alliance, the good horde in the Alliance, they had to, like, basically players would go in, and they would basically disrupt Garrosh's war effort by breaking shit. And that was all the way up and down the Barrens, which was like a full fucking zone, just completely taken over. Difference being, if you were low level, you were exempt from that. The enemies would not attack you, and if you weren't in an area that was their hotspot, you didn't see any of it. It would just be the standard quest mobs that you would be farming anyway. It's just occasionally you'd see a Warsong orc that would not be there usually. That was like your only real idea what was going on. And And, like, that makes sense from a game design perspective, because for, like, max level players, yeah, you want those kind of events. Like, oh, man, go out in the world and solve problems and do all this. But imagine, if you will, a world where they did that event the same way that Log Horizon's Elder Tale appears to be doing events like that. Like, you'd have players being cut down by fucking level... There's Mr. Pandaria, so it was level 90. Like, cut down by level 90 orcs, they would have absolutely no fucking chance of fighting. And then imagine if the players were so lethargic they didn't fucking bother, so they spread out into Durotar, into Mulgore, into Darnassus, like, all the other fucking areas, and just started gutting fucking low-level players. Everyone would stop fucking playing. Like, this feels like a very lazy way for the author to try and create, like, oh man, look, there's a thing you have to fight, a problem you have to solve, haha. But they ignore the fact that from a game design perspective, this is incredibly not new player unfriendly, and honestly, even the higher up players would fucking hate doing it after a while, because they'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, okay, I have to go do this now. I have to stop farming the weapon I want, the armor I want, the raid, fucking gearing, selling things on the auction house, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because I have to go fight this fucking goblin to get the same loot I've been getting for the last year and a half. You know, because eventually, like, unless they continually change the goblin's fucking loot table, eventually everyone's gonna have everything. And it's just gonna be a thing like, and if they don't do it, it's like, if I don't do it, everything's gonna be full of fucking goblins, and the low players are gonna continually bitch and moan and quit, and the game's gonna die. God damn it. Like, it basically puts an onus of responsibility on higher level players and turning the game into a job in a way that is not conducive to fucking player retention. It's just... And I know, like, this is, like, a really pedantic thing that only someone as fucking autistic as me would fucking pick up on. But, like, I'm a really big fan of game design. I love game design. I love, like, I fucking write up game design docs in my spare time for fun, despite the fact I know that I will never be able to get the funding nor the talent to fucking actually make these things a reality. Like, but still, like, it's fun to do, and it's fun to think of, but it's, like, it really bugs me in shows where they have games where it's just like, no, here's something that's innately hostile to the player base. If you do shit like that, people aren't gonna fucking play the game unless they're a goddamn crazy person. Like, for real, dude. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, like, there's a big event going on in the story now. Could have been a better way to make it happen, but alright. I mean, something that would have been neat is if the Goblin King arose naturally, if the event just didn't happen, and all of a sudden a Goblin King appeared, and it's like, because everything is alive now, the Goblin King realized that, hey, every time the previous Goblin Kings have done something this and this way, they've gotten killed by adventurers before getting this party started. What if I did this surreptitiously and sneakily and trick the adventurers? That would be neat. That would be cool. They'd be like, wait, why the fuck is this event happening? What the fuck? It shouldn't happen unless there was like, you know, unless there's like a big fucking goblin camp or whatever, and we'd see that. And then at the end, it's like, you adventurers, you've killed so many of my predecessors. Now, with my big brain, I have tricked you, and now I am at my maximum power. Like, you know, shit like that. I don't know. The princess probably gonna do something neat. Can't wait for that. Don't care about the shit kids. And I like how Krusty, like, he's basically just put a face to the whole, memory loss thing. That's really neat. Like, all around, I'd say this episode is better than last time. They've got some neat shit, but also, like, some of the dumb shit from last time is still carrying over. Yeah, all around, like, this is pretty good. Pretty solid. Not the best episode. Really not. I mean, interested to see how they solve the goblin issue, and I really want Shiro and Palace to get back to actually doing shit, but I guess we have to deal with the shit kids for now. That's gonna be fun. Hooray, shit kids, yay. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say, so let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you like this video, like this episode, dislike this episode, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh boy. And everybody, so yeah, as always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends. If you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description and on the end card. And if you do support me on Patreon, you get a special patrons-only Discord channel on my open Discord server that anyone can join. And if you do join that Discord, you can recommend things to be Let's Played, live streamed, and Let's Watched. And that's basically most of what I do, honestly. Of my Let's Watch schedule, like three things are like just stuff that's coming out. I'm like, oh man, I want to watch it as it comes out. And like 3 things are just like patrons are just like, hey, yeah, watch this. I'm like, yo, okay, all right then, I'm in. And there's a little overlap. Like a patron recommends, like, hey, this anime is coming out this season. Like the first episode comes out on the then all right, I'm down. But yeah, everybody. As always, I'll see you. Oh, also, we have a patrons-only movie night. Shit, I forgot about that. We have a patrons-only movie night that we do once a month, usually at the end of the second week of any given month on the Saturday. So that's this Saturday coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We hang out in our SyncTube and in our Discord voice chat, and we watch some anime, play some video games, watch a movie, just kind of hang out, have a good old time, and just consume media. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's my favorite time of the month. Oh boy. Everybody, so yeah, as always, I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you around the road.